Hello, y'all. Welcome to another video. Tonight, I want to talk about, because I was supposed to originally record this video and get it out by the time of Juneteenth and by Father's Day, because it was something that I wanted to, a point I wanted to prove, basically. But there has been some interesting changes that's been going on with myself. There is, let's just say that there might be some new opportunities opening up for me, and old connections that I thought that were lost might be renewed, and that is something to look forward to. I'm not going to say I'm going to get too excited, and I wish I could go into details, but since it is semi-personal, I can't really discuss that because I don't know if these people actually watch my videos or not, or have affiliates that or friends that watch my affiliates, watch my videos or not. But I will say it is interesting, and besides all of that going on and just working, I've been pretty busy, so it's just like one thing after another, and just trying to hustle. That's all I can do to make a living. But anyhow, I wanted to talk about how I was following this one lady. She's on Facebook, and she has, like I said, she has a community, like a digital village, so to speak, for other, for Black women to get together and have some type of camaraderie, to have a, like-minded women come together and talk about the societal ills, everything from the societal ills of our community to healing and advocating for each other and having each other's back. But I'm glad there are more digital spaces like that. That's kind of one of the things that I'm trying to strive to create, because, as I said, excuse me, in one of her pages, that my main reason, and besides the reason why I started this channel, is because I'm tired of the degrading of Black women and girls online. And I'm tired of the consistent punching down on Black women and girls online and offline, and I'm tired of it. That's it. That's all. I'm fucking tired of it. And and I'm going to, continue to push on and battle on every which way I can. As long as I have a voice, I'm still going to talk. Anyhow, so in her pages, okay, while we have our camaraderie, while we have our discussions, there's always a Taekwon or a Jaquarion that will come into the comment section, bussy popping, mad, crashing out, just bogarting their way into a space that was not made for them, like ants at a fucking picnic. Now, when it came down to my comments, they've been bothering and hounding me for 6 days. Phone constantly going off about notifications about them being mad at what I said. I don't care. Y'all can choke on it and unalive yourself for all I give a fuck. Mad at me providing facts and links and screenshots to things that could be easily proving wrong. Their constant "I hate Black women" rhetoric, and just the like. And like I said, this has been going on for fucking 6 days. And if I can find like the notifications or find their responses, I may post them. Now, usually these motherfuckers I usually don't respond to unless it's something like I said prior like to my daughters, if it's something that can be easily proven wrong, then all I do is just drop a link, or I'll drop a screenshot, and then the other people will look at it, and they'll, and that's all I have to fucking do. I ain't got to do anything else. But not every one of them I will respond to, because it's too exhausting, and plus it's stupid, because all they want to do is argue and then try to browbeat somebody online. It's like the fucking, the old saying about the pigeon, where the pigeon will, you can't play chess with a pigeon, because all the pigeon is going to do is shit on the board, knock pieces over, and strut around like it won anyway. That's black males. That's a lot of times black males in comment sections that they go into of black women's spaces that nobody fucking wants them in anyway. So one of the topics that we were talking about was, which originally set it off. This lady was saying that black women are tired of being the scapegoat for black men's failures, as well as white supremacy. And of course that set them off. And I remember saying that, no, this is one of the reasons why I don't respect them. And no, I don't respect them, because a lot of the fucking times, and I gave them bullet point lists. Why? Like, number one, the constant not being able to defend yourself against law enforcement that may be white, and and you can't defend yourselves against them, but want to try to punch down on us, thinking y'all fucking Billy Badass when really y'all cowards. Number two, constantly, again, degrading women, but yet and still needing women for their fucking resources, but you want to call yourself a man. Number three, wanting to complain about white people being in rap, but literally giving them the fucking keys to the city. I don't know how many countless times I've seen black males complain about everything from Eminem to fucking the Timu version of Mr. Tumnus, the fucking Chronicles of Narnia, Jack Harlow, Post Malone. And it's just like, well, none of these white boys would have been in the industry if you didn't give them the keys. And let's not get started about how they just throw themselves at their fucking preferences' feet, and how they weasel their way in, but then complain about rap being taken over, right? And so through all of that, and it's been, like I said, been going on for fucking 6 days now, and I'm just like, God, give it a rest. So it started off with that, and they've been pissed off. So in one of my responses, I talked about, I think this was like, I can't even remember. I know I was talking to the lady who ran the page, but I think this was like fucking day 2 or 3. I think it was day 3. And I said that another reason why I don't respect them is because the fact of the matter, they will never just go and take charge of their own lives. They want to sit there and say, well, the black woman or the white man or white supremacy, it's holding me back, and we are disadvantaged, or we're so oppressed, as if we're not oppressed, right? But for some fucking reason, we still have to get it out in the mud any which way we can, right? So I said it was fucking ironic in a way how I've seen black men online that will call themselves Dijango, but don't have the fucking cojones to ever be Dijango. And let me tell you a little backstory And this is really the reason why I'm making this fucking video, and that's really the topic of the video, is the man who Quentin Tarantino bastardized in his circa 2010 movie of Dijango was based off a true story. There was a man named Madison Washington. And the story of Madison Washington is a pretty straightforward one. He was an enslaved black man who was married to his black wife. And during such enslavement, when they were being sold on the auction block, his wife was bought and sold to a slave master, I think like 2 or 3 states over. Enraged that this even fucking happened, he went on an unaliving, straight carnage spree of unaliving pretty much any white person or plantation owner in his wake. In his way. Leaving carnage in his wake. He ended up getting his freedom. But however, he was not satisfied until he freed his wife. So, with that, he went back to go and get her, but ended up in the process, unfortunately, getting re-enslaved. However, just like he did the first time, he ended up doing whatever he had to do, even if that means chopping, putting bodies in the chop shop, if I could actually say that, and risking it all to get his wife out of slavery, right? And for them to live their lives together as free black people. And I said most black men today do not have the courage of Madison Washington. And I posted links, and I posted links on that lady's page. And just like I posted links on that lady's page, I will post links here for anybody who wants to check the history and the information about him. It's a pretty interesting read, but that's the story of Dijango. It is based off a true story. And as I stated before, black men don't have the drive. They don't have the gumption to actually pull themselves out of perpetual victimhood, to pull themselves out of white supremacy that they hate so damn much. Instead, they will rather sit there and whine and blame us and blame every other person in the world why they are weak and futile. And it gets old. And the coddling also gets old. But Madison Washington took charge of his life. He didn't wait for God or fate or the white man. He took charge, and he not only escaped slavery twice, he also freed his wife, and they lived a pretty decent life. When are black men going to take charge of their lives? When are they going to start realizing that all their problems begins and ends with them? Until then, no. You will never have any respect for me and like-minded black women who think like me. And that's just what it is. So, anyway, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please, please, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Get this into many black women and girls' hands if you can. I am trying, at least I believe, according to YouTube's guidelines, I am trying to get up to 50 subscribers so I can go live. hopefully the time projection of that is approximately either before my birthday or on my birthday, which is the end of July, or hopefully if that doesn't happen, which is okay. Slow growth is still growth, but maybe hopefully by my eldest daughter's birthday, which is in the middle of August. To my new subscribers, I thank you personally. I thank you very, very much. I know I'm a small channel. I'm trying to grow as much as I can and trying to post as much as I can without work running me to the ground, because I am a merchandiser and I get up, like I said, early in the morning and sometimes come home 7-8 o'clock at night, servicing stores, and I have a huge ass territory. Even though I have 2 months to complete my quota, but still, it's still a large ass territory and a lot of driving and a lot of gas. So, but all jokes aside, I do thank you for subscribing. I am open to constructive criticism, but I will say, the side note, there is a difference between constructive criticism and being an asshole. If you're going to be an asshole, don't even bother leaving a comment, because I'm just going to end up deleting it and possibly blocking you. But for people who are, who are willing to say, hey, I like your stuff, but you can tweak this over here, tweak that over there, more of this, less of this. I'm willing to listen, because again, there's always room for improvement. Everybody has room for improvement, to improve themselves and strive for better. But I just want to sit up there and say that, because I don't want people to think I'm not grateful. I really am grateful. But again, like I said, please like, comment, share, drop your comments and thoughts to make the channel better down, in the comment section. And like I said, talk to you soon. Stay safe. Take care.